Am I the a-hole for saying my daughter's friend can't come back to our house until I've spoken to her parents? Yes, I'm on a throwaway. I use my personal account for other things. My daughter Cece, 12, met this girl, I'll call her Katie, 13, at a summer intensive dance program in August. Katie seemed like a nice enough kid, and for the most part I think she is, but since school started things are starting to concern me. Katie and Cece don't go to the same school. In fact, Katie's school is quite far from us and she lives near there, apparently. I say apparently because Katie just kind of appears at our house as if from nowhere. She says she takes the bus for about 45 minutes, but she'll appear at weird hours, like 7:30 a.m. on a Saturday. She also comes over after school some days, which I don't mind, but we have a rule that no one stays past 6 on a school night, which is a boundary she routinely pushes. She's getting very comfortable pushing boundaries in general, such as coming for a sleepover with a suitcase of clothes and asking our helper to do her laundry, some of which I'm pretty sure isn't even hers, or inviting herself to come on outings. And the biggest thing is I'm pretty sure she's stealing from our house. We have a storeroom full of stuff we buy in bulk and take to bathrooms and kitchen as needed. Now, I'm not counting our things like a crazy person, but I know generally what we use and what's going down quicker than usual. And I guess the big red flag and the reason I'm making these posts is I've never seen or heard from this girl's parents. She came to the dance classes by herself, she comes and goes from our house by herself, never has invited Cece over because she says she shares a room with her brother. If I ever ask to speak to her parents about her having a sleepover, she says she texted them and they're not home / at work / at a function and can't talk. I've let it go for now because I'm trying to be sensitive to the fact that not all parents have the time to be all over their kids, and I know I'm pretty protective and some parents are more free range. My husband, who spent his teenage years away from home for days at a time, says it can happen in some families and that I'm being a bit harsh. But the final straw for me was last weekend. I went away for a few days, came back Sunday afternoon, and Katie had been there since Friday. She asked to stay another night, to which we said no because we don't do sleepovers on school nights. She just didn't leave and stayed for dinner. I asked if she was going to be okay taking the bus home or if she wanted a ride or to call her parents, to which she said her parents were out of town for the weekend and only getting back tomorrow. Apparently her brother was in charge at home. This was it for me. Now, I love my husband, and I know he's a safe person, but here's a teenage girl sleeping over without an adult female present in a day and age where most people aren't even letting their kids have sleepovers, and the parents don't even know. I just feel like this opened us up to crazy liabilities. I was kind of glad Katie didn't call her parents because I'd have no idea who would be turning up on my doorstep or if they're even okay that their daughter is here. It just put in perspective to me that I'm not okay with this complete lack of communication. I told Cece that next time Katie comes over I will need to speak to her mother before she comes or she's not allowed. I just feel I need to take a hard line on this. Katie's parents could be totally normal people who are just busy, that's fine, I just need to know whose kid is in my house. By the same token, if there is something wrong, I have zero information about them to hand over to relevant agencies. I just need something to go off. And if God forbid their kid slips and falls in my house, I